Okay, so making this video because I finally figured it out and a whole bunch of stuff online. Everybody says spin the motor, spin the motor. I guess if yours isn't broken too bad, that would fix it. But if you've got a motor that probably needs replaced, this is what I did to fix it. Anyways, so you can see it's just a couple Phillips screwdrivers or Phillips screws. Take it all apart. Just remember where they all go. I think there's, let's see, six. To take this all apart. Just six screws. You take the cover off the top there. There's going to be one there. Let's see. I'll line everything up. All right, I take that back. There's 8 screws. They're all right here. So you take the bottom off, and then you can take the top. This is the top, right off the very top. There's a screw there that holds right here. That holds the whole thing together. This on top of that. But if your problem is that and this is not the right battery pack, I know. I just was trying different things to see if I could get it to work. But if you connect your batteries and you turn it on, and it shows 0 and then flashes, and then if you hit a button and it shuts off, it might be hard with one hand, but if I hold to the motor and then push a button, it shuts off, right? Well, what it is trying to do, it doesn't shut off. What it is trying to do is run the motor. So if I let go of the motor, there you go. So it is running the motor. So mine, it would just shut off and you're like, oh, it's dead. And then it's like, well, you have to turn it off and turn it back on. It's like, no, it's not dead. It is trying to run that motor. So even though there's nothing flashing, you can hear the motor when I let go. It is trying to run that motor. So let me get this set up and I'll show you exactly what I did. All right, so this is the motor. It's just two. Once you've got the bottom off, technically you wouldn't even have to take the whole thing apart. You would just, now that I think about it, you would just take the bottom off, these 4 screws right there, and this bottom's gonna pop off with your battery tray. You can see that right there. And your motor is gonna mount right here. If you wanted to do this, you could, you could just loosen these 2 screws for the speaker, take out those 2 screws for the motor, and unplug this connector, because the motor and the speaker are together. And then once you get that, there's 2 clamps on the side you can see right here. Just there's one on each side. Pry those up. I just use a screwdriver. And your motor is going to come apart. I'll get it apart and show you what that looks like. All right, when you get it apart, you're going to see the brushes. There's 2 brushes inside. And this, you can see I've cleaned it, and that is what fixed mine. This, right where my finger is, was completely black. So you can see right here, this is after like the 3rd or 4th wipe. You can see with just a paper towel. And all I did was grab it in one end and wipe all that off. And then I took my flathead screwdriver, you can see it's just really sharp, and you're going to want to clean out the cracks right here between, there's 3 different cracks that you go through. Just clean on the armature. See if I can get a better picture of those. Right there. You're going to want to clean out those 3 all the way around. And then the easiest way to put the motor back together, I found, is you put your screwdriver in here and pop this out just enough that when you put it back on here, you can squeeze it between the brushes. Right there. You want to get it squeezed between them, and you're going to want to clean those brushes as well. And so let me put it all back together and I'll show you how it works. All right, so I have it like halfway back together now. So let's see if it will play along. All right, so there goes the 0 and the button. And then if you hit, it takes the bottom to hold this together. So it's just, you hit any button, there it goes. It'll do a bulb check. And then it's asking level. Yep, cool. So if you say yes, level 1, with 1 player, there you go. So that's all from a stuck motor. Yep. And then you just take it apart and clean it out. So everybody's sending theirs in on eBay. I think he's charging 75 to 80 bucks now, or something like that, plus shipping, for something you can do at home. Literally, it is 4 screws for the base plate. I'm gonna pull that off. I'm gonna resolder. These were all broken. I gotta resolder the on-off switch. That's why I was using the other battery pack in there. But no, don't throw it away. Just because it doesn't work, don't throw it away. These are some pretty cool games, and played these for a lot of hours.